Hi friends, it's Tiffany from Daisy Farm Crafts, and today's tutorial is going to be the Griddle Stitch Gingham blanket. And in the original blanket, it is a black and gray and cream blanket, and I'm just showing you these are the colors that I would choose. I would either choose black or this gray, dark gray heather, or charcoal heather they call it, or gray heather, which is a lighter color, and I used cream. But basically for gingham, what you really want is a dark shade matching with a medium shade, and then either a white or a cream, and you'll get a really nice gingham look. So for today's tutorial though, because it's hard to see black when I crochet it, and I want you to definitely be able to see my stitches, I'm choosing to work with gold. And the color that I'm going to have matched with gold is, this is the darker gold, this is Sunshine, which I'm interested to see. These are two shades that are really pretty close together. I'm interested to see how these two will turn out, and I'm still going to add the cream. I think that'll be a really pretty gingham blanket. But this is just swatch practice so that you can learn the stitch and how you want to start your base chain for the swatch for 31 stitches, and that is a pattern repeat of 10 plus 1. So we will be making 3 blocks of 10. Now when you go to make your own blanket, you could I would multiply 10 by an odd number so that you start and finish with the same color. Okay, sorry, I've got to reach for my little bit larger hook. So I do the base chain with a size smaller hook. I chose an H today, and that's pretty much when I'm using Caron Simply Soft that I'm starting to like doing the H. In the original pattern, I did the base chain with an I, and then I did the blanket with a J. But I'm going to see how my swatch turns out doing just a little bit smaller on the base chain and then a bigger hook for the work. And the reason why I go to a bigger hook is because when we start carrying the yarn through, you don't want your blanket to be super tight. It'll turn out like more like a mat or a rug or a doormat. You don't want that. You want it to be still a nice blanket. So anyway, we are going to start griddle stitch, which is just alternating single crochet and double crochet. And we will work this first 10 stitches in this manner. So I am starting with the darker color. So, because I know that I've seen lots of griddle stitch gingham blankets now that you all have been making, and all sorts of beautiful colors. So choose, and that's the most important thing, I think, in order for it to really look like truly like gingham, is to pick 2 shades of a similar color and then pair it with a white or a cream. Unless you're doing the buffalo check, then you would do like a burgundy, a red, and pair it with black. Okay, sorry, I can't talk and crochet at the same time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, I'm ending on a double crochet. And what I will do here is I'm going to introduce the medium color. So this is the Sunshine for me. And I'm hoping that it's enough shade difference that we're going to be able to tell. I think it'll work. I think it's going to look really pretty. So I just added that new color in, and I'm going to carry, this is my gold, and I'm going to kind of lay it across the chain, because as I get going, it'll be alternating. So I'm going to go back to a single crochet. I'm working underneath that first loop of the chain and underneath the gold that's going to be carried along, but I'm still going to alternate my stitches: single crochet, double crochet. We'll do this for 10 stitches. Oh yeah, I think this is going to turn out really nice. Pretty. I get so excited sometimes when I do gingham. I love to see how the colors, because sometimes when I look at the skeins, I wonder, would they look good? And sometimes I've done them when you actually start crocheting with the color. I don't know, you can see that, oh, it's just not quite the right tone and then the gingham doesn't look good. But I think these two are going to do okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 7, 8. Here we go. 9. And the last stitch will be a double crochet. And so now I'm going to consciously put the little bit lighter, the sunshine color, to the back. Keep my gold to the front going forward. But for right now, I'm just going to pull up the gold. Keep working. And now I'm going to carry this sunshine along with me. And we'll work these last 10 stitches. Still alternating. Here's my double crochet, yarning over, inserting my hook, yarning over, pulling up a loop, yarning over, pulling through 2, pulling through 2. Just in case I've got any beginners on here and you don't know, haven't quite learned, or you need a refresher on what the double crochet is. And I do think that a gingham blanket is good for, maybe not the absolute beginner, but definitely an advanced beginner, because you honestly are counting your stitches every 10. So I think that helps you learn how to keep the sides of your blanket straight. At least that's what my daughter Hannah has told me. She's like, hey, that really helped me to make sure I knew when to end the row. Okay, here I am. I'm going to just work a double crochet. And for the griddle stitch pattern, we're just going to chain 1. Then we're going to turn our work like a page in the book, just like that. And we will start working again, just exactly alternating in the same way. So I'm going to start with a single crochet. Oh, before I go further though, here's my sunshine color. It's over here. I'm just kind of wrapping it around the back because I need to carry it along with me. It's going to be tucked up underneath there. So I'm going to work under these 2 loops of the double crochet of the row below. I'm going to insert my hook just underneath the one I need to carry, yarn over, pull up a loop, and secure that and make that first single crochet. Now into the top of the single crochet is where I'll work that double crochet. So that's, and I love the griddle stitch for that reason, that you just always start with a single crochet, because then you don't have those, you can do a chain 1 and turn and not have a gap of a double crochet at the end of your row. I love that. Okay, and it kind of helps you keep the keep it in mind that I'm working a single crochet into the top of a double, I'm working a double into the top of a single. Kind of helps you keep that straight. And then for griddle stitch gingham, you'll always know you're changing colors with a double crochet, on a double crochet stitch, and that actually helps keep your yarn a little bit more organized. But okay, remember how I said I keep the sunshine color to the back? I am going to keep the gold color to the front before I pull up this sunshine color. This really helps to keep your yarn from twisting as you go. Kind of an important step to make sure you're doing so you can get the hang of this. All right, I just started right there with another single, and I'm going back to my pattern of alternating single and double. The single is worked into the top of the double from the row below, and the double is worked into the top of the single from the row below. That helps you get going. Okay, I am going to repeat this for another 10 rows, possibly 8. I like to keep my mind open until I see how square my squares are. So I will keep working away, and then I will get back on here. I probably should double check what I wrote down on the pattern. Just a minute. I think, yeah, I think it's 10 rows. So these will be 10 stitches wide, 10 rows high. We'll see. I'll hop back on here once I get that much worked. Do you want to see me one more time? I'm tucking that sunshine color to the back, and now I'm pulling up with the gold. I think you've got it. Okay, keep alternating these colors, and I'll come back and I'll show you how to add in the cream color. Okay, you've got this. All right, I have my 10 rows done, and what I'm going to do next is I already did it, is I leave a long tail for the gold, but go ahead and clip that off. And before you finished the last step of the stitch with the gold, you're going to go ahead and pull up that sunshine, which is the medium color, and we're going to start working with that now before we introduce the lightest color, which in this case is the cream. So I will still chain 1 and turn just like I've been doing on all the other rows, and I will work the pattern, which is the start with a single crochet, alternate with a double crochet, and when we get to that 10th stitch, we will be pulling through with the cream. Now, one thing I want to say is when you go and say you choose your own colors, you know, this sunshine I'm calling my medium color or the medium shade. You will be using this shade throughout the entire blanket. So that was one way to help you recognize the color changes, is that no matter what row you're on, you're always alternating with this medium shade. So, and it happens to alternate, you know, right now it'll always be next to the side of the gold or to the top of the gold. Okay, here's my last stitch. So I'll work half of that double crochet, just pull through the 2 loops. Now I will get my cream. It's kind of gotten, there we go, get that out of the way. And I'm just going to lay it over the hook, just like I've been doing when you change yarn, and just simply pull it through. And then what you will do is continue to work over the sunshine color, the medium color, just like you've been doing before. Start with a single crochet into the top of that next stitch, which will be a double crochet, and pull through. Now, a common question that I get asked about gingham is the color, the yarn being carried sometimes might poke out on you or whatever. I'm going to show you what I am doing. Maybe it's like before I pull up, you know, I'm kind of like pulling this along with me and making sure it's laying as close to the work as possible and as straight as possible. And before I pull it up to work with it again, I will give it a little bit of a tug. But one thing I do like about this griddle stitch gingham is that it does seem to hide the yarn a bit more, the color. So this pattern might work well if you did want to use those darker colors, the black and the gray with a white. Maybe using this griddle stitch will help disguise the yarn that's being carried along. That's my most common question is, am I doing something wrong? I can see the yarn being carried. No, you're not. You're not. Okay, so I'll just give this a little bit of a tug before I pull it up and use it. And that kind of makes it secure along the fabric that I just, you know, worked across. And now here I am going with the gold. Start with a single crochet, alternate, alternate. And it seems to work out. I'm trying to think of if there's any other tips. Please go visit my website, daisyfarmcrafts.com. I have frequently asked questions about gingham. I have a blog post about, you know, and I answer those frequently asked questions, and more blog posts about how to crochet gingham, because I'm sure there's other questions that are popping up in your head, and I'm forgetting what else common things people have asked me. So I'm just so thrilled that this pattern has become so popular and is so fun to do, because I just think these blankets, when they turn out, are just stunning. Oh, I've seen so many of them. And I love to share them for you. So if you can figure out how to post a picture to my Facebook page, just post it to the group, not necessarily a message. I mean, I can't take a message, but if you send me a message on Facebook, then not everybody can see your blanket. But if you post to the page, then I can share those, or people see them posted to the page. And it's quite a collection, and it's fun to see all the different colors that people have done with the different gingham patterns that I've shared. I think there's about 15 of them now. So, and ever growing. I am not tired of finding great colors to work with gingham. So anyway, I think that is probably enough of me demonstrating this. And I put a simple, very simple border on this particular blanket that is just alternating, again, single and double crochets, just exactly like the pattern. And I just did that for a couple of rounds, working 3 into each corner. And I think that's probably self-explanatory, I don't think. And then I've got other videos that shows how to weave in the ends. So if you are a beginner and you need to see that, just, I have a post called Beginner Blanket. And I have a video here on YouTube where you could watch that. But I'm assuming that if you've gotten your crochet skills are this good to be doing the gingham, you probably don't need to be shown how to weave in the ends. So I will leave that part off. Okay, I'm kind of cruising here to the end, so I can just show you a little bit of what that's going to look like, and I'm very pleased. So I will probably definitely start working this one into a blanket. I really like how these colors work together. So I'll work on my 10 rows, and then of course, after the 10 rows, alternating these, I will switch back to alternating these colors. And then I would work this and until you have 11, well, sorry, that's for the pattern, the base chain. The base chain was 111, and that basically was 11 blocks of color. So usually if I do 11 blocks of color, I'll go 11 blocks high and make it as close to a square as possible. But you are free to make this pattern however you like. I mean, I think it's fairly easy. If you wanted them smaller, you could just do, multiples of 6 or whatever. Lots of different ways to do this. Thank you everybody for coming by Daisy Farm Crafts, and you have a great day.